like I said, I kind of slightly don't understand the new money thing, because the way that I'm looking at it is that at any point when new money feel like they on top of some shit, they might fuck around and try to backdoor. I'm not saying that that is what, you know, Vado would do. We got a lot to talk about today, chat, because it's some weird shit going on inside the cartel. Even like when I'm looking at this list right here, this shit is unsettling to me, and I'm gonna address that shit. All right, so how do I tell you? So I guess you need to like kind of give me a rundown, because I mean, when I'm looking at this list, right, of people that's, you know, in this radio, what's going on with this whole Vado situation? And I need to know like what you feeling about it.
They ain't been on no bullshit. They been listening. Like all of them been under basically like my command type shit. They ain't overstepping their boundaries or nothing. They know they run under cartel, all type.
So I guess I need to get a better understanding of this, because, and then I'll kind of share like where I guess like my perspective is when I think about somebody underneath cartel. Okay, so my question is that, well, I guess like, okay, how can I put this? So Vado is still cartel, is what you're telling me, right? Okay. He also is underneath us. Like, I'm confused. Like, do they work with us? Like,
he on the phone, they been good. But shit, yeah, they run under us. Like before we could get to the situation, they'll be at the situation. You feel?
So do these guys like work for us? Is that what you're saying? I mean, yeah, that's great. That's at Bahama Mamas. But what I'm saying is, like, are they moving shit? Like, what's going on with that? Cause
oh yeah, they definitely moving for sure. Yeah, they definitely moving. They pushing weight, all type of shit. They going to get leads. They doing their thing, stacking up on money. I just actually got $2 million of dirty from them.
From who?
The Vado little crew.
Who is Chubbs? And then Jackson, the other Jackson, and then Overtree. So where everybody else at? Yeah, I know some of them said they was, no, I mean, I get it, but I don't, if that makes sense, because what it looks like to me is that what if one of these so-called people who say they want to be cartel decide they want to backdoor us and they know all of our information about cartel? Yeah, I think I need to have a conversation just with Vado, just because for me, like, I took a couple of days, like, I've been napping, you know what I mean, just getting some rest, and I just want to understand like the limitations and the boundaries and how much they know, and what versus like what we want them to know, like even like with our warehouse, right? Like, you see what happened last time we let some snakes inside of our org. I mean, we gonna talk about it straight up like that. Like, that was weird, because I guess I'm not understanding like where the miscommunication about like what your job is as cartel when I'm not present, not really understanding that.
Oh yeah, I trust and believe me, I got it.
Well, just shed some light on me real quick. Like, what didn't I know? Maybe I don't understand that maybe you knew more of, because to me, I feel like I was blindsided one day. I mean, literally just like last Friday, I was hanging out. It was your birthday and stuff. We was all hanging out. Everything was Gucci. Then wake up another day and we beefing. Like, it just don't make no sense.
Man, I was saying the same thing. Why you just go talk to her? But she saw the little email, little information, and she say, I tried.
Try to talk when?
That's what I say. When you try to talk? She said she tried to talk to you the day when we was at Bahama Mama on my B-Day.
Well, let me tell you how that's cap. Right, so when we had your event, right, when we went to your event at Bahama, which was amazing, by the way. Did you have a good birthday? I'm glad you did, because honestly, I loved every moment of it. I was singing and everything. You didn't hear me, bro? Singing. I was like, my dog made it past 22. So no, for real. We went to that. Okay, so before all of that, right, keep in mind, this is new news to me. I don't even know how do I tell you that it just blindsided me, because on Friday, right before the event, I met up with her and Slade, Peach and Slade. I met up with both of them, and Jackie was there, and Roxy was there, and Eric was there, and we was all getting dressed. You know what I mean? We even after like we got dressed, I took Peach over to Braids and Fade, and it appeared like everything was cool, like, you know, regular schedule programming. I'm not thinking too much of it. If there was something that she wanted to talk about, she never told me that she wanted to talk about it at all. So chat, we got a couple new people that we're probably gonna bring in to the business. Just know at the end of the day, cartel is what it is, and I don't care what the situation is or what new people come. Like I said, I kind of slightly don't understand the new money thing, because the way that I'm looking at it is that at any point when new money feel like they on top of some shit, they might fuck around and try to backdoor. I'm not saying that that is what, you know, Vado would do, because I think Vado's loyalty is to Cartel 100%, but at the same time, like, you gotta see it from like my perspective as a leader. You got somebody that is in your org with another org on top of another org. That shit's kind of weird. Now, keep in mind that we do understand that, you know, IRL people do this all the time. You have the baby org, and then you have the actual org of like your hitters, your movers, your business people, X, Y, and Z. But the thing is that what I have seen is that it seems like they a little too goddamn comfortable within the organization. I feel like a little bit that some of these people should not be on a radio with Cartel or knowing too much about what Cartel is doing. But at the same time, I like the family, you know, feel of it and what it's bringing to the table. I just got different expectations. And then you got to also keep in mind that, you know, since I have ran Cartel, that it's only been me and like one other person, which was Rock at the time. So all these new people that come into the organization, they kind of throw me off, especially if I don't know them or I have never personally seen them put in work, because Miss Tally Mays has put in a lot of work to make this even a faction to begin with. So you got to keep that in mind. If I don't just want to run some shit, let's be real. I mean, to me, when I'm looking at it, I'll be right out here. I gotta go run to my car. Hold on. The way that I'm looking at it, that's how I kind of see it too. Like, he wanted to be a leader of something when he could have been a leader of Cartel, or really, you know, right, probably a co-owned right behind Mello. You know what I'm saying? But because he wanted to run his own thing, it kind of just, that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this meeting over with. And then after that, when we had this meeting, we're gonna call those two young ladies, and you already know we're going to grow circle style, and we're gonna see if they really about it or not. It's just as simple as that. What? That nigga had the loadout? Yo, let me out, bro. That nigga had a syntax in his pocket and all, huh? Now he went to war and lost, and he had all the material. Who? I mean, you don't got a name drop, but who though? You. Lord. I know it was a lot of like some new people that I saw along the way was talking crazy on Twitter, like talking crazy. At least that's what my cousin told me. And I ain't see y'all niggas sliding. Well, that's the thing, is that we gonna mean it, and that's why we gotta continue to talk. That's why I want to bring. So since, you know, people are coming in slowly, we gonna kind of start. 'Cause we ain't got time to be waiting on niggas to be late. So at the end of the day, right? It's a bunch of guys in this room, right? And we had some females. I don't know where Roxy is. I don't even know the status on Roxy. Everybody know what's up? All right, cool. So y'all remember how we was formulated, right? Everybody on radio, everybody on comms, and then on top of that, you clean up the entire fucking scene, which means, in addition to, if that means moving the PD car out of sight of the scene, not necessarily stealing, just moving it. That's the only time you can move the car. Okay, after PD is gone, to clean up the scene, move their body to whatever. If EMS is not on scene, that is when you do it. Make sure that you always have a fucking mask on when you're doing anything Cartel as well. In addition, you don't do shit in large crowds of fucking people at all, period, point blank. They shouldn't even know that you on that kind of timing. And a lot of y'all have done slacked up to the point where people now know that Cartel is a fool. They know who half of y'all are by first name, and then y'all just out here just blatantly doing shit and just popping off. Everything don't deserve a reaction. You do shit smoothly and planned out. Now, I know Vado was just telling me and Mello was telling me that y'all haven't been able to rob no banks or y'all haven't been able to rob no stores. But when y'all know PD full blown and active, or whatever the fuck they got going on, our money shouldn't just only be coming from the shit that y'all cooking up. It should only be from that. It should be from luxury. It should be from stores. It should be from heists. It should be robbing niggas right outside a Red Room, going to their car. If you have to, especially people who want to show that they are actually about that shit they talking about, I ain't seeing shit from it. Some of y'all really got into Cartel, honestly, through the grace of somebody else. Because honestly, if I was to look at it, I done robbed probably not even half of y'all, but half of this city to bring Cartel to what it is. And then Mello himself, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's done his part, and the rest of y'all can't really speak on, to be honest, about anything that I be like, oh yeah, he put in work on. Maybe Q definitely, and Chin, because I done seen them putting in hella work at night. Maybe I'm missing out. Maybe y'all can speak on what kind of effort y'all putting in, but I haven't seen it. And I mean that with pun intended. Because when I mean putting in work, I mean always putting in work, always trying to find a way to make some money. Even if you working at work, find a way to put your product out even then. Because at the Breakfast Club, we ain't selling French toast with sugar powder just cause. We selling cocaine out that motherfucker. That is how Breakfast Club became. It was Early Birds and it became Breakfast Club. We was selling French toast and cocaine packets at the same time to any organization that wanted something, and making a lot of money off of other niggas and allowing them to take their dime. They still was paying Cartel with their dirty money, but at the end of the day, we was still moving out, even if that means we kept our hands clean. That's what I mean by keeping it organized within business. Y'all sloppy, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I love the loyalty that y'all have, but I need to see more work. All this friendly buddy shit on radio with other niggas and other orgs, that shit is dead. I don't know where the fuck y'all, what kind of like shit y'all be on, but being on another fucking radio with a whole different org is crazy. I don't know if y'all, I don't know how y'all feel about it. Y'all can speak on it because I'm gonna let y'all have the room. But when I seen that shit twisted my stomach. That shit is not right. And I'm gonna speak heavy on it. I'm talking about GG specifically. I don't care if you dating her, dating him, or dating anybody in a different org. When it comes to Cartel, if you wanna step your foot into different waters, that's cool. But make sure that you keep our business out of their situation. Cause that's why shit's messy. Cause y'all blending and we don't have allies with nobody in this city. So these niggas are backdooring us, spreading our information, telling there's niggas that are snitching on top of that to LSPD. And then who gotta clean it up? Tally gotta go clean it up. This is when I have to come in and do all this extra shit that y'all don't never see under the door to make sure that some of y'all niggas don't go to jail, or some of y'all niggas don't get RICO, because y'all moving around too sloppy with GG, to be honest. So that's all I got to say. But I'm gonna also EST as well. If I catch any of y'all niggas with EST again, I don't give a fuck y'all posted them not. Them not your niggas. They not your friend. They not family. They not putting no money in your pocket. Them too. La Familia, that other little girl gang that just came in, and these new niggas that said they running this block right over here across the street from Brazen Face. Anytime I catch y'all niggas with any of them, y'all automatic, I'm coming to see you. And I'm not coming to see you to talk. I'm coming to see you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no talking. That means you gone. So like I explained to them, there's business, there's family business, and then there's family faction. E wasn't one of the family faction. He's family business. So everybody plays a different role, right? So let me explain something to you. So when we was hitting them heists, right? E was there. E was looking out. E was picking up. E was definitely doing his part. Yeah, that nigga was definitely a WAV. Yes, because he leads a different type of people, which is people like Roxy and people like Winter, people that was not doing, who would not slide. You get what I'm saying? They were handling business for us, making sure that our money adds up, taking stuff to the warehouse. There was a lot of times E took stuff to the warehouse for me before you became family. To be real, there was a lot of times he did that, a lot. So things that you may not have seen doesn't mean that the work wasn't put in. Maybe for you, but for Tally and Rock, when it was Tally and Rock, it was different. Even for Slade, they started off in the same thing. They did their part. You may not have seen it because that's how it's supposed to be. How about this, E? We agree to disagree. We agree to disagree because like I just previously said, that's what I mean about Cartel not moving as loud, because there was things that E did that you did not see, and he did it for me, and I'll never talk bad on E name. That's why he became a leader. All right, then. So let's go ahead and clap it up for Simone and Cassie. Cartel, all right. Make sure y'all show them love. Big family shit. All right, that's what we like to see. All right, y'all both fought well. All right, but Simone, still at the end of the day, Momo, you still gonna have to put some work in, cause I still want to see it. Just cause you got hands don't mean anything to me. All right, need to still see it. Cassie's proved her worth. I ain't seen it here. All right. In addition to that, New Money. Go ahead and clap it up real quick. Let's see New Money. Where they at? Okay. All right. Cool. Let me see. Let me get some big ups to Vado real quick. Can I get some big up for Vados? Can I get some clap ups for Vado real quick though? Yeah. Okay. All right. Can I get some big ups for Mello though? On my soul. Snitches. Q's a snitch on 3. 1, 2, 3. Q's a snitch. All right, y'all. I got it. Appreciate y'all.